What is the surprising history of FAFSA? Imagine a world where applying for financial aid was a confusing mess of forms and guesswork. Well, that was actually the case before the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA, came along. Its story is full of twists that show how the United States has tried to make college more accessible over the years. It all started with the GI Bill in 1944, which helped World War II veterans pay for college, housing, and unemployment benefits. That was the first big push for federal support in higher education, but it only helped veterans. Then in the 1950s, efforts began to create a standard way to figure out who needed financial help. The College Scholarship Service, developed by the College Board, introduced a system to measure and compare students' financial needs based on their expenses and resources. The real turning point came in 1965 with the passage of the Higher Education Act. President Lyndon B. Johnson signed it into law, making the federal government the main provider of financial aid for students. It created the Basic Educational Opportunity Grants, later called Pell Grants, to help low-income students. Back then, students filled out a form called the Financial Aid Form, which was optional and used by some colleges but not all. It wasn't until 1992 that Congress made a big change. They reauthorized the Higher Education Act and created a single, standardized FAFSA from that all students seeking federal aid had to fill out. This move aimed to give everyone an equal shot at college, no matter where they came from. Over time, the FAFSA grew more complicated. It used to have over 100 questions, which made it hard for many low-income families to complete. Recognizing this, the 1921 Consolidated Appropriations Act required a major simplification. The FAFSA was cut down to 36 questions, and students could link their Internal Revenue Service data directly to the form. This made it easier and more accurate to fill out. These changes also opened up aid to students who were previously excluded. But even with these improvements, the process has faced challenges. Recently, there have been delays and technical issues that sometimes make it harder for students to apply on time. Understanding this history helps students see how policies have aimed to make college more fair and accessible. Knowing that the FAFSA has evolved from a confusing form to a simpler, more inclusive process can motivate students to start their applications early and take advantage of the financial aid available. It's all part of a bigger story about making higher education open to everyone, regardless of background.